Yesterday, I made a video about the $600 second round of stimulus checks for the American population, if you're an American citizen. And looks like, to my surprise, and to a lot of people's surprise, that might not happen now. And what happened was the Trump went onto Trump's desk, and he said to quote him that this is a disgrace and that he wouldn't sign it, and that $600 is not enough per person. It should be 2,000, and that there's too much money going other places, for example, to other foreign countries. It is a $5,000 page bill, and I have to agree with him that there's no way that anybody read that entire bill and fully understands all the different facets of it. Sure, we understand some. And when you do the math about it's a $900 billion bill, right? So let's just take, and again, unemployment benefits is one aspect, PPE is one aspect, paying for utilities and movie theaters and, different companies and corporations and all sorts of things. There is other things like that included, but let's just ignore that for now and just take the $600 stimulus checks. And there's 328 million Americans times 600, that's less than $200 billion. So that's a quarter, less than a quarter, about 20% of the current bill actually goes to the American people, individuals, right? Not small businesses. And but then there is the unemployment. Long story short, it's still, the question is still there. Where is the other 700 billion going? And sure, you can say, oh, this much to schools, this much to that. It's still, you start to question some of those billions. And so to his point, we have to make it better, and we have to raise this up. So there's really three outcomes, or as far as the stimulus checks go, and maybe there's a compromise in between. But here's three of the most primary things. One is the whole thing goes into stalemate. We go into Christmas, the government shuts down, it doesn't come to an agreement, and nothing happens. That's absolutely a possibility. Two is the president just, it goes nowhere, and the president's under pressure, and he just signs the current bill, so it stays at the 600. Another thing is the president vetoes it, but Congress overrides his veto, and then we're stuck with the 600. And then the third option is maybe he is able to get it to raise up from 600 to 2,000. And they are looking at voting on that come tomorrow. So the December 24th, they're looking at another meeting of Congress to see if they can up the amount to 2,000. And again, maybe they'll compromise. I'm not exactly sure. I'm kind of, anything could happen at this point. But I believe it will be one of those three things or something in between. And that's where we're at with this story. I just hope that they do come to a conclusion. It's not zero, and that it helps people in need right now, because there's a lot of that's needed. And that's where we're at right now with this topic.